Rayman was first released on the Atari Jaguar back in September of 1995. It was one of the few high-profile third-party releases for the system, and easily one of the best games available for the Jag today. Rayman is a 2D platformer. While gaming was moving towards the third dimension in 1995, Ubi-soft stuck with a strictly sprite-based approach, and man, has it aged beautifully. Graphically, Rayman is an absolutely gorgeous game, and a huge step up from what was available on the previous generation of consoles. From a technical standpoint, there is a ton of detail and color on the screen. Rayman himself is animated beautifully, and the enemies are large and detailed, and the backgrounds have a painting-like quality to them. From a design standpoint, every level pops with bright colors, but attention was also paid to how the backgrounds blend with the foregrounds. Items that can harm Rayman usually have a black outline or feature a more prominent color. It makes it very easy to determine what is going on while still maintaining a great dreamlike aesthetic. The flowers dance to the music, and even the little mushrooms have a fully animated routine. Despite the large amount of sprites on the screen, Rayman rarely dips from a silky smooth 60 frames per second. The music in Rayman rises up to the same quality level as the graphics. Every instrument sample sounds incredibly clear, and it's easy to forget this is all stored on a cartridge, and not streamed from a CD. The tracks all fit Rayman's fictional world, ranging from simple, whimsical beats to full-on jazz. The sound effects are crystal clear and have a unique charm to them as well. Rayman also uses sound as a key piece to the gameplay. Grabbing a specific blue ting or some other trigger will sometimes result in revealing new platforms or items. You won't always see what happened, but when you hear an audible cue, it's time to backtrack a few steps and figure out what you did. The level design in Rayman is quite good. On the surface, you simply follow a linear path from the start to the finish, but there are a ton of nooks and crannies to explore and secrets to uncover. Hidden areas might contain extra lives, caged critters to free, or simply alternate paths through the levels. The simple platforming is broken up with alternate level types. Early on, you are given a seed to plant, which grows to a platform to jump on. The level then starts scrolling up, and you have to use the seeds to traverse up the level without drowning. A later level is composed entirely of flying, and you have to repeatedly tap the jump button to avoid the spikes both above and below. The sense of progression here in Rayman is excellent. When you initially start the game, you do not have any abilities or attacks. As you progress through the game, a fairy grants you new moves like punching and hanging, swinging, gliding, and running. After gaining a new move, you can go through past levels and discover new areas are now accessible with your new abilities. The bosses in Rayman are also good, featuring nice large sprites and interesting patterns and attacks. Most importantly, the controls in Rayman are smooth and responsive. The jump works well, even allowing you to change directions mid-jump. The game is also very forgiving as far as the hit detection goes. You just need a small part of Rayman's body to land on a platform. Additionally, enemies need to hit the center of your body to register a hit. The game is very forgiving in this way, and you never feel like you are dying from cheap shots. That said, my biggest gripe with Rayman is the difficulty. Despite the great controls, there are a lot of levels that rely on tricky jumps and moving platforms. On top of that, many of the levels feature bottomless pits, which means missing a jump results in instant death. The beginning of the game is more forgiving, but it really ramps up as the game progresses. You are going to die a lot. This wouldn't normally be a problem, but with the limited continues, you are going to be reloading your previous save frequently. A more liberal continue system would have made the constant deaths a lot more bearable. Despite the difficulty, Rayman is a huge amount of fun. In recording this footage, I played 4 hours straight. My attention span is very rarely that long, but it's a testament to how incredible this game really is. The level design is usually very good, rarely confusing, and offers a good challenge. The only thing preventing this game from being perfect is that on occasion, there is some really bad design. While you are on this moving platform, for example, it's impossible to dodge the moving spike. That will knock you off your platform to your doom. This happens just a few too many times throughout the adventure. Overall, Rayman is an awesome title. The graphics are sharp and colorful, and the game plays exceptionally well. Despite its cute appearance, the difficulty level is a bit unforgiving at times, but that shouldn't prevent you from owning this classic title. 4 out of 5.